Welcome back, everybody, to the Game Week 17 preview.
Wow.
It is Game Week 17, right?
I
There's
believe it is game week 17.
so many game weeks going around right now. I don't even know what to do with myself at the moment, if I'm being honest, Luke. I feel like I
Well,
need to put myself in a little hole and just realize what's going on in life at the
well,
moment, you know?
there was I imagine it was literally to go back 2-3 weeks, and it seems like we had like 2/3 of the season left to put a bit more work into our teams. We're on game week 17, which it means
Time
we're
flies.
almost halfway in, and I'm struggling. I'm competing with people's dads, but not my dad, because my dad's actually beating me quite
You've gone
significantly in
clear.
FPL right now. So yeah, I can't lie. I've become less. I've been less and less looking forward to doing these as my team gets worse and worse. It seems, but still
Well,
here and still got some suggestions
I
for you guys.
I am the opposite because I love seeing people watching our videos, and I hope they're taking on some of our words of wisdom. Maybe not our differential shouts, but if we look at captaincy, I'm pretty sure every single one of us last week nailed the captaincies. I don't think we named someone that didn't haul. No, but I'm saying what I'm saying is we all named players that they all got double digit hauls. Every single player that was named in captaincy last weekend.
I don't. Is this? Are you rage baiting or something? Because,
No, what
mate,
do you
I've
mean?
I put Ben White as my captain.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Well, to
Oh,
be fair, if that was just unfortunate, guys. I know Arsenal didn't end up
yeah.
keeping a clean sheet anyway, but that whole Arsenal defense situation
That
was a
will
mess. I'm
we-
sure we'll
we'll
cover it
get.
later.
Yeah, I'm sure we will get into that a bit later.
Oh god.
But for now, we will just address the elephant in the room. We are a man down, unfortunately. However, Callum is currently feeling a bit under the weather. He's got the winter blues, I'm sure,
Winter
and
blues.
he's unable to join us on the old
he's
preview. But
he's gone back
he
to being a
has
reviewer of the show instead of one of the presenters.
exactly. He's reverted back to his true form, which is a surveyor, not a partaker. He has sent us his winners and losers, differentials and captains, but per FPL Shrews T's and C's, I'm not reading them out because he's not here to tell us about them. So unlucky, Callum. You did all that work for no
No, that
reason.
that guy. Okay, that. I mean, I didn't. That's why you always have to read the small print when you're joining the channel, because that's just unfortunate.
Exactly.
Because, well, I mean, he even decided to put all that work in from his bed, or I don't know where he
Yeah.
was, but he's done it whilst he was ill, and now it's not
Look,
going to get aired. So don't waste our
I
time.
I just hope he
Basically,
hasn't. I just hope he hasn't seen the price T's and C's yet, 'cause he's not gonna like that
yeah.
either. But he signed the contract, so it's okay. All right, let's get into this. Let's get into the preview before Callum starts suing us for gross negligence or something like that. Okay, let's talk winners and losers. Luke, can you please get me started? Get us
I can get
started.
you started if you want,
Don't get me
buddy.
started, boy. Don't get me started.
So yes, I mean, I know this category is new to the FPL Shrews preview that we've been doing, but I think I have to bring him back. I know it might be too early for some to bring somebody back already as of my winner, and I was, if you told me this at the start of the season, I would have questioned me saying this, but it's Bruno Fernandes yet
Okay.
again has completely bailed out my team this week. I took a free hit. I know I didn't have enough time to whip around a free, like a little short for you guys to show what my free hit team was, but be thankful for that. Because if any of you ended up copying it, you would have been berating me in the channel comment section. So, a bit of context. My free hit was I would say it was a flop. It wasn't a complete flop. But Bruno Fernandes, yet again, with his 13-pointer against Bournemouth, has saved my
Oh,
team.
beautiful
Ollie, can you
man.
just
Beautiful man.
you watched a bit of the game? Come on, it was a great game
I
to watch as well.
it I loved what in the words of Donald Trump. I'll keep it short. I loved watching it. Great cinema, perfection.
You're not fair. I don't know. Does he say great cinema?
Players play. He ran around the pitch. I can't do a Trump.
To be fair, you know what? It was all right. I've seen worse Trump impressions. I'll give
I
you
was
that.
playing flag football on the weekend, and someone
Yeah.
did an absolutely incredible Trump accent, and I
Can't
followed
tell.
it up and sounded more Indian than anything. So
Indian.
I'm
Okay,
just
yeah,
gonna
well,
leave the
yeah.
accents to other people.
No, I'm surprised you even like bothered attempting it on a monetized platform. Well, not monetized yet, but
Yeah.
right.
All
So
right. Well,
that's my winner,
Bruno
Ollie.
Fernandez.
That's my winner, Bruno
Bruno
Fernandez
Fernandez is a
again.
hero. I think that has been established. Right. Well, tell me about a loser for you
You wanna
this
hear my
week.
loser next? Okay, well,
Yes, please.
it is going to be a bit of a rogue shout for you guys because, well, as I said, when you guys are free hitting, and when I free hit this week, you don't have to go template. You can put in one or two players which you might think might just have one good game week. And Ollie knows where I'm going to go here. It's Raul Jimenez of Fulham. I watched the majority of this game. I think it was Saturday mid after. I don't know, it was in the evening time sometime.
It was the Saturday night game.
He's
I'm pretty
slow.
sure.
He wasn't in the right positions. And to be fair to him, the deliveries that he was receiving were absolutely horrendous. Like they were a few days late, a few days early or a few days late every time. And to make matters worse, Harry Wilson got an attacking return on every single goal that Fulham scored. So, as well as Jimenez stinking up the gaff completely, would not be going for him anytime soon. It really rubbed me up the wrong way when Wilson got all the returns instead. So, yeah, there we go.
That is fair. Harry Wilson turned into a prime David Beckham when Raul Jimenez was nowhere near the box, I think, is what was established during that
Even
game.
on Fulham counterattacks, for anyone that doesn't have time to watch the games or are looking just for a potential third cheaper striker, just go to Mark Guiu. Don't bother getting Raul Jimenez because even on counterattacks, he's not going to be there. Get Harry Wilson because he's the man that was always just in the box for some reason.
As much as I didn't enjoy my free hit this week, the one positive light I think that came out of it is the fact that I didn't bring in Raul Jimenez and take out Mateta because watching that game has made me not want to ever own Raul Jimenez again.
It was horrendous. That was really poor. Like people must have laughed at me after watching him prior to this game week, wondering why I even brought him in. Anyway, it's time for your winners and losers of last game week, Ollie, please.
So, I'm going to start with a winner, and you have already mentioned this man, and it is Harry Wilson. I mean, I really regret not owning him on a free hit. That he just, like you said, involved in every goal Fulham had, and it genuinely did look like if he didn't touch the ball, there wasn't going to be a goal for Fulham. But when he got on the ball, I was scared for my life, and I was just looking at his percentage owned throughout the match, hoping that it was gonna just somehow decrease and my rank goes up a bit more.
Yeah. And our dad owns him as well.
Oh yeah, exactly.
There's such a terrible Saturday was such a terrible FPL day, man.
I will also add, and I don't normally do this, but an honourable mention, and it's not actually a player, but an honourable mention goes to Callum, who, despite all of our doubts in the Game Week 16 preview, told us to captain Morgan Rogers, and that man produced 2 goals for him. So you know what? I'll give him a bit of a shout out. I'm not including his players. Right. So I'll give him props where props are deserved.
I feel like 1 goal would have been justifiable on his current form, but 2 is a bit of a 2 and what? How many points did he end on?
I think was he on 15 at the end?
Yeah, bro, that is outrageous. I mean, he made the right call and he got like rewarded double on it. So yeah, fair. That's how FPL is sometimes. So fair play.
Exactly. But my loser for this week, it was between one of 2 players, and I think Luke knows which 2 players I'm gonna talk about, and it's quite a niche set of players. You probably wouldn't own them if you weren't free hitting this week.
Yeah.
But I decided to go for the latter, which is Miles Lewis Skelly, who not only didn't start
Yeah,
the
but
game against Wolves because Timber and Saliba played, but he came on as a sub in the 31st minute, and it literally was the 30. It was 30 minutes and like 3 seconds that he entered the pitch. So I mean, I know that Arsenal conceded in the end, but if Skelly had entered the pitch 5 seconds earlier, you could have been looking at a clean sheet for that man. But the fact that Ben White took that long to get off the pitch, it meant that
yeah,
he couldn't get the clean sheet
yeah,
bonus if
yeah,
there was one. So
yeah.
it hurt. It
That
really hurt that to see that happen.
that whole Arsenal defensive situation was a literal piss take. Because
Yeah.
name another game week this season where you would double up on somebody's defense just for that exact situation to happen. That is crazy.
What made it worse was knowing that Timber equaled both Ben White and Lewis Skelly's points. It hurt.
And he
That
wasn't
one
even
it
guaranteed to
hurt.
start either.
Exactly. The main reason I free hit was because I wasn't sure he'd start,
Yeah,
and then he starts and gets the same amount of points as both Lewis Skelly and Ben White
I
combined.
think we
So
should switch this to just naming our losers first because it's just bringing back all the bad memories from
yeah, we should.
Saturday
Well, yeah,
evening. But before
yeah,
Saka was awarded his 2 assists,
yeah, exactly. Maybe he should get an honorable mention as
yeah,
well for
he can be my honorable mention
assisting
it because
assisting 2 own goals.
yeah, I think if Saka blanked this last game week in game week 16, that would have diminished the whole point of my free
Yeah,
hits, and
100%.
I'd be in an even worse mood presenting this with Volley right now. But yeah, anyway.
Okay, yeah, let's move on and talk about some captaincy rankings. Hopefully, there's no Ben White in there this week for you.
God, that is don't clip that. I don't want to see any clips of that anywhere here.
All right, give me your captains. I want to see if we've got the same order as well.
So we'll start obviously because I'm in a lovely little podium graphic, so I'm going to do it from bottom, well, third to first place. There is no honorable mentions this time for captaincy. I think it is fairly straightforward, especially when the triple captainship is being passed around if you still have the chip available. So in third place, I have went with Semenyo against Burnley because
Oh wow, okay.
well, I mean, he did score against Man United. Man United, as we saw against Wolves. Did Wolves keep a? Did they keep a clean? No, they didn't. They didn't even keep a clean sheet against Wolves, did they? And
Yeah.
and well, as proven in the United game, well, the Bournemouth United game, Bournemouth can score goals, and Burnley
that is
can't
true.
defend goals. So I don't see, well, especially because Harry Wilson just completely undid them in like solely by himself. Semenyo is more than capable. If he can do it against Liverpool at the start of the season, he's more than capable of doing it against Burnley, even if it is away. So he earns my third, or the bronze medal. Haaland is in second place for this, purely because
Oh wow, okay.
if you look, it happened with Chris Wood a few seasons ago, where it always goes some form of haul, blank, some form of haul, blank, and he has just got another double-digit haul after blanking and then scoring, then blanking, if that makes sense. So if that's what's going to happen, he's lining up for another blank against West Ham. But only because,
Wow.
other than that,
You hear it here first.
other than that, the only reason why he is in second place, because obviously there's still a high chance he can't score against West Ham, is because of Phil Foden getting the gold choice
Foden.
for this. Mate, this guy hasn't not got a double-digit haul since game week 13. He is on an absolute heater. No sign of him stopping. If the goal's not going to be for Haaland, and if it seems like it's going to be for Foden, and Foden, when he's in red hot form, we know the destruction he can do, and he's proving it. So Foden is in my gold position for this week.
Wow. I mean, you're saying it's not straightforward this week. You're saying it's straightforward for captaincy this week. I have almost
me
a
it is.
completely different list of captaincy
Wow.
for you.
Okay.
Which is actually
Well, surely Haaland's on. Oh my God.
Yeah, that
Let's just see. Let's just
yeah.
see.
But hence why I said almost completely
Right,
different.
right, right, right. Okay, I'm with you.
Okay, yeah, that I mean a lot to unpack there though. But phone is a bold shout, but I do rate the shout. I mean, like you said,
Yeah, I think
continuing to perform is just
if you're
incredible.
chasing rank like I am, I would be really tempted to captain Foden over Haaland this week.
You've heard it. You've heard it here first.
Just bold statement. I did choose Ben White as my captain for last week, but bold statement right here. Phil Foden is going to outperform Haaland in game week 17. There we go.
Wow, there we go. There we go. Okay, all right. Let me start with my captaincy. So third up on the list, I have Bukayo Saka, Everton away. I mean, you look at that Wolves game, managing to generate XG. Look at his bonus points as well. Even without scoring, he was on max bonus points, and that was both teams keeping a clean sheet. So I think all it takes is a goal or an assist, and he is just in the bonus points already.
He is a
Second
menace.
up,
I'm not gonna expand anymore, but Saka is an FPL menace at the moment. I'm very scared
yeah,
of not owning him going into next week.
Second up, I have Thiago against Wolves away. Look, it's a Wolves team. Granted, they kept Arsenal to 0 point to no goals for the majority of the match. They played basically the lowest block I think I've ever seen in football, and also it's Arsenal. They bottle these kind of games, whereas Thiago is going to be licking his lips against a Wolves team that might actually fancy like playing more attacking football this week. So I think Thiago
Ooh,
is
I like
a big shout for captaincy.
that breakdown. Yeah,
Yeah, what can I say? There's some stats coming into this one. What can I say? Can't wait for him to blank this week as well. Then all of this is for nothing. And then last up, I have Haaland, West Ham home. I mean, look, there's a reason people have saved their triple captainships for this fixture as well. I just think that if you want to play it safe, you're going for Haaland. Probably will score. I'm hoping he doesn't because I don't have my triple captainship anymore. But if I did, it would be on that man.
this game reeks of it just reeks of Foden outperforming him again. It happened when we triple captained Haaland against Leeds. Foden absolutely shat all over what the score that Haaland got. And even though I don't have my triple captainship, I'm actually tempted to like captain Foden over Haaland. I just have to decide whether it's actually worth doing that, seeing as though my rank's already mudded in the first place.
That is a bold shout. I don't know if I have the balls to pull that off. I can't lie. I think I will follow the crowd and captain Haaland and just pray that he doesn't do anything, and that I would. It would be the first time I've cheered for 4 points from a captaincy. I think.
Imagine captaining someone and still cheering when they blank. doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I really sit there.
But I can already see it now. Like 15 minutes in, I get a notification telling me Haaland scored, and I would be in tears. I can't lie. I would be in tears. Oh dear. Okay, well, let's talk differentials. Like you said about Haaland scoring, blanking, and then scoring the week after. I am doing a lot of that with a lot of point dodging my differentials as well. As Diallo decided he was going to score against Bournemouth this time after I said not last week but the week before that he was my differential. Mikel Merino unfortunately did not start, so my high risk high reward strat did not pay off.
Yeah.
Who did you have as your differential?
I think I have it written down in front of me actually. This isn't scripted, by the way. I just generally do have it written out in front of me somewhere. I said it was Dango Utara. It was such a promising fixture. That Leeds game,
and he almost got a penalty awarded to him as well. He was literally inches away from not being offside. The real loser here, I think, is Callum, who said Ben White is his differential, and then Ben White covered off after 31 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, you can't go much worse than that.
Yeah, not the best of picks for us last week, so hopefully we can do a bit better this week. I'd like to start actually and name my differential that if that's okay with
Go
you.
for it, man.
Lovely, thank you. I've decided to switch up my tactics on differentials, and
You
I
had
think I
tactics
may have
beforehand.
I think I may have cracked the code. I did,
Right.
but I
Okay.
think I've cracked the code. I What I've done is I've just gone on form and I've picked the first player under 10% owned that isn't flagged.
That
Um,
isn't flagged. Okay.
because it would be Dewsbury Hall, but I don't know if he's going to start, and I can't risk another non-starter in my differential pick. So, coming to you at a percentage owned of 3.9%, Crystal Palace at home for his next fixture
What?
is Dominic Calvert-Lewin of
Oh
Leeds.
my god.
So
Ain't no way, bros, for DCL. It has its
Dominic
differential.
Calvert-Lewin, he's on a hot streak, and we gotta. I remember one of my first seasons captaining Calvert-Lewin 1 week, and he scored twice, and I was cheering. I think it might be one of my most memorable moments of FPL is Dominic Calvert-Lewin scoring twice for Everton, and I captained him. So
Wow.
I'm running it back with him as a differential.
What's
I will be crying again if he does return. So that is It's more of a heart one. This one comes from the heart, I feel.
I feel like there's definitely some joke in there somewhere of like who scored more goals than Calvert Lewin at Everton. Calvert Lewin. Or, there's definitely some joke in. I've probably messed it up, but he was so stinky at Everton. And I think if you even if you ask a Leeds fan, they don't know how this man's gone 4 for 4 in recent games. He's managed to
Look,
do it.
could it be 5 for 5?
Yeah.
I would love to see it.
Brennan Johnson went on a similar streak, didn't he? I think it was one or two matches more where he
Yeah,
just came out of
true.
the blue and started scoring. But he actually looked like he knew what he was doing on the ball. Unlike Calvin Lewin when he's just fumbled the ball in every time this.
Oh
I don't
dear.
know. No hate, no hate. If it works out for you, Ollie, then it works out, I guess.
All
And
right, well, go on then. Give us your differential this week.
well, I know I'm probably I did. We've been doing differentials for 17 game weeks now. I think I'm the more likely out of us two to pick a defender as a differential, and I've done
You are,
it
that is
again.
true.
I'm gonna be targeting the West Ham fixture again. I've gone for Man City's Nico O'Reilly, sneaking
Ooh,
under the 10% deadline. Well, the 10% like threshold.
limit.
9.7% owned.
I will have to when this video comes out. I will have to fact check that and make sure he's not over ten
Oh wow,
percent
am I
owned.
gonna get pulled back on it?
No,
Well,
it depends
hey,
how well he performs. I might have to pull it back.
well, if he's over 10%, I'll go for Ruben Diaz. But right now, Nico O'Reilly's looking like the most attacking Man City defender. There's a reason why he's really on the cusp of that 10% threshold that we have, and it's a good
Yeah,
fixture. The only worrying thing is West Ham aren't looking like they're looking quite good attacking wise as of late. They put two past Villa, but Man
yeah,
City are starting to pick up a bit of form. They went away to Crystal Palace, beat them 3-0. They're beating others they just beat another team 3-0. Is this the
yeah.
sign of the champions of the past, well, apart from
I
last year,
think
that
what
season's coming
it's
back?
a 7 game winning streak. I think is what I saw. It's either
Yeah.
no, it's either 7 or 8 um games that they've won now. Not just unbeaten, but won. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think they are.
But
It could we
to,
could be soon watching the Man City of old, which is
yeah.
something Liverpool and Arsenal fans probably hate to
Thing is,
hear.
when the thing is when their attacks in order, when Haaland scored back in his scoring form, their only real issue was their defense because without Rodri they did struggle. But now
Yeah,
even with Rodri out, and maybe bringing Donnarumma in, who's this massive hunk of a man. Maybe he's definitely helped keeping the clean sheets and defensive stats down.
yeah.
It is starting, and now you've got Foden scoring again, and the defense is looking better. I think it might be time to start investing in Man City outside of the
Fair enough.
differential. But Nico O'Reilly's my pick for this week.
Lovely, lovely. That is. I can't lie. I do rate that pick as a differential this week, and I am scared that he might return big this week. Okay, well, I think that is about everything for this Game Week 17 preview. Look, we'll see you all. We'll see you all next week for the Game Week 18 preview. Getting really close. No, Game Week 18 preview will Christmas will have happened, so I'm sure we can make it extra festive.
Oh
I
God,
might wear a Santa hat. Luke might wear an elf hat. You never know.
I
He
might
might
be
already have been
naked.
sent. He might have been sent to Santa's workshop already. We'll have to hope not, but you never know.
What?
We'll see you all in a bit.
See
Bye.
ya. Bye bye.